YouTube, and welcome to my channel where I talk about self-growth, budgets and business, and passion to empower. So I want to talk about how to build super inner strength. And we all have inner strength. We all have a superpower. And on my podcast, I always ask my guests, like, what is your superpower? And they already know. People know because it's something that is innate. You know that you have a superpower. Tú sabes. But I want to talk about how to build it where it's unshakable, it's like super strong. And when you're on the top of a hill and you're driving up the top of a hill and you're like, I can't make it, my car can't make it, which is, your journey of life, you kind of step back and say, I need to bring in my super strength so I can get up top of the hill. Number one, who's first? Who's first? You are first. You have to be first. And anything that you read, you'll always hear that, like, you have to try to save yourself, or you have to try to grow within yourself, or you have to try to understand who's first in the situation. Sometimes it might not be yourself, but you're in the equation. So if you have a family, of course your children or your significant other, they're going to be a part of that equation. But you are a part of that equation and you make up that equation. So you have to understand who's first. And any of your inner strength, you have to understand, like, who does this impact the most? The next one I would have to say is decide, commit, and act. Decide, commit, and act. You have to decide why you need to be strong for something. You need to commit on why you have to commit. Like, why is this important? And you have to then at the end is you have to act on it. There's a lot of things going on in this world as far as, like I said, the world in itself, even in our inner world, with our family, our friends, situations. And we have to be able to decide why is this important to us and how can we commit to this decision that we're about to make to stay strong through something. People talk about illnesses all the time, and when someone you love gets sick, you have to decide, how are you going to be strong for that person? How are you going to decide to commit to be strong? How are you going to decide, even if you're going to get knowledge, learn about something, call someone, pick up a book, go to the library, and how are you going to act upon it? Because what happens is that when it's your flight, or it's not flight, it's kind of like when you're surviving that survival method, you get strength and you don't even know where it's coming from. But you have to remember that you're a part of that equation as well. So whatever's going out in the outside, that strength you need to have for them, you have to have strength for yourself. And the last one I want to talk about is calm and self-control, because there's the epidemic of panic and anxiety and depression has risen so much. Todo el mundo está nervioso, todo el mundo tiene ansiedad. And we have to learn as people sometimes, and it's so hard. Everything I'm saying on all these videos is hard. I'm not perfect at all. I fall every day, all day, every moment probably. But we have to stay calm in this situation. We have to try our best to kind of go back and say, okay, how can this actually pan out if I stay calm? How can I pan out if I don't let anxiety get the best of me, or get depressed out of the situation? It's kind of, you have to step back and say, the what if I did what I could in a positive light than just like a crazy person. And it's hard, because I'm gonna sit here and tell you it's super hard, but can it be done? Absolutely. And maybe not in the beginning of the situation when it's something that you need to be really strong, but while you get that reality check, you'll get it. Thank you for watching.